Yo, 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 gamers! Welcome back! We are playing today, you guessed it, the modern deck known as Hardened Scales, where we place not one or not any number, but one more +1 counter on a permanent than we would without Hardened Scales. I'm playing the same list as last time. We kinda got beaten up a lot by the creativity deck, but I can't do too much about it to make the matchup better. You could put more of us in your sideboard, but for now I don't own more. So we either try to improve in the matchup or get more lucky and just dodge it. Can we show? Yeah, so apparently on Magic Online there's now friendly leagues again. I joined a normal one. These are the same as always, but there's friendly leagues now where you only pay 6 tickets or 60 play points. And looks like if you go 3-2, you get 50. So I guess the EV is just generally worse. But there's less at stakes, of course, if you pay less. And if you go 4-1, you get 60. If you go 5-4, you get 120 and 3 treasure chests. So I think on average, if you have a 50% or higher win rate, you should probably play a normal one. Anyway, maybe these are harder now because all the tryhards go normal leagues. First match on the play against Baba094. This looks pretty good. We want another land, but we have the drum too, so it's basically a kind of a 3-lander. Alright, we are back. It is Tuesday. It's 9 PM, it is really warm. And we are gaming. This weekend I'm going to a festival. Actually going outside. I hope I'm not gonna die of being exposed to that insane heat. Right, let us play a drum and then see how we play this out depending on the matchup. Patchwork is good, we dropped that into our other cards. Oh, a cycling deck. So why did they cycle end step? Is there any reason to do that? Or is it just you're used to doing stuff end step? It's living end. Which is a funny matchup because we can, if we have a Ravager or a Zabaz, put our things in the graveyard and then it looks like we're getting griefed. And then maybe get them back when the living end resolves. Any new Lottery cards for this deck? Watching him playing Zelda at the same time, nice. Which Zelda? I actually have no idea. I don't really follow spoilers a lot. It's too much. I don't know how they... It feels like when a new set comes out 2 days later, it's spoiler season again. I can't do it. I just see what cards people play against me. Yeah, opponent discards the card that doesn't do anything when they do living end because it enters with 0 counters, sadly. Need green mana. Tears of the Kingdom, okay, that makes sense. Do I want a land? I guess I'll take another Patchwork. I could even save my Welding Jar for after the opponent does the ending, the living ending. Not sure yet. Making constructs with the Urza Saga doesn't seem amazing, since they just die when the opponent does the thing. I live in Poland and today was absurdly hot. I was done after 6 hours of work. I plan to do some more work in the evening, but it's still so hot, yeah. We might be dying on this planet. It is crazy. Alright, let's get a few points of damage in, I guess. Do we wanna not cast Welding Jar to cast it after opponent has resolved the living end? Because I'm gonna... I don't know. Right now I don't have a way to put these in the graveyard, but wow, they have Force of Negation. Exiling last card. Or only going down to 1 card in hand. What if they don't have any Cascade cards? But the deck is full of cycling cards and probably 8 Cascade spells. Anyway, so we can save these 0 drops. Next turn we can tutor out Zabaz and kill our things. But it can also just be that they do the living end before any of that can happen. But I don't think it matters much if we hit them for 2 or 3 here, so let's just attack and move on with our lives. I'm trying to get all 152 shrines, nice. I have never gotten all of them in Breath of the Wild. I think it had 120. And initially I thought there was 100. Because, I don't know, that would have been a nice number. Okay, no land, no Cascade card. And then when I was so happy to have found all of the shrines, and then I found another one. And I was like, no, what is going on? There's more than 100. And then I was kinda unmotivated to continue. So we can get a Zabaz. And then play a Patchwork. Have the ability to kill one thing available to us. We can get an Ozolith. And just when they do Living End, at least get lots of Ozolith counters. They're gonna get 5 creatures back though, so we're pretty dead as soon as that happens. Probably some 1/1s aren't gonna help us there. Maybe we can do an Ozolith plus Thopter thing somehow. We'll see. So I play out everything because they can grieve me as soon as the Living End happens. Yeah, there were 120. Now there's 152. What kind of number is that? I always liked that in Zelda everything was like... Let's heal to these. Whole numbers and they really like symmetry. And then I learned you can get more than like 20 hearts or 30. And there were more than 100 shrines and I was kinda mad. Do they have land and Cascade card in their 3 cards? Are they just actually not finding in this game? Wow. Can we kill them somehow? Well, we don't have any options really available. I think I'll attack for 8 and... yeah. Put a counter on the walker. Banger. Copperline Gorge enters untapped. This is the... oh, Colossal Sky Turtle. Okay, cool. The combo of playing drum instead of land. So I have only 2 lands out and play Copperline Gorge. Alright, the opponent needs to find land, I guess. They probably have a Cascade card in hand. If they get it now... well, we don't get any Thopters any longer, so we're pretty screwed either way. We would have to top deck something. Alright, opponent just never found 3rd land. We got really lucky here. What's up, the all-powerful Daniel? I think the decklist should be up to date. Okay, we have Gemstone Caverns, Chalice, 2 Jailers, 1 Relic, 1 Cage. The Patchworks got us there, but generally I think they're the weakest cards. But we could also dump some of the otherwise slower cards, maybe like this. Welding Jar. What kind of sideboard options does Living End have available? I like that when you play online you always get to look at the opponent's deck list. So this is really still learning. If I ever go to a paper tournament, I wanna have most of the things in the meta memorized. Anyway, let's look at that deck list. Force of Vigor, Foundation Breaker, Endurance, probably not, Dispute, probably not, Leyline, maybe Leyline of the Void. So we could play our Welding Jars against the Forces of Vigor and the Foundation Breakers, so they actually don't suck. Okay, let's go like this. We could also dump some Ballistas. They are also not the best in this specific matchup, since they don't come back from the grave and also don't do anything when they die, except if you have Ozolith. But it's still really hard for me to ever take out any of these creatures because they are the best cards in the deck. I think it's better this way, probably. Quite sure. They called me the Grongler back in high school? Tell me more. One land with Relic, 2 Hardened Scales and Ozolith. Do we risk this? Could play out the Relic turn 1. But we would basically still wanna... Maybe I could just not do the... Well, we need to do the Caverns thing with this hand because we need green mana. I'm gonna mulligan it. It's too risky. Alright, that's a good hand. Now we perform an opening hand action once again. And then we can go with Saga Ravager. We don't need this drum probably. Alright. But we're gonna get griefed and then... Well, we still have what's a Saga, I guess. What's up, Eontars? Yeah, too much of a risk. The other day I got one of your videos on YouTube in my recommended. I wrote a comment. It was quite cool. Like 2-year-old PM task thing. Right, cycles and griefs. That's pretty good. Sadly, you can't just sneak your Urza Saga in. Like, we can get our Graveyard Hate turn 3, but they can already do the thing before that happens. Anyway, Ravager down. Opponent has exiled a Living End from hand. Living End is such a strong deck. Okay, nice. Guess we take the Jailer. They have to sort of get rid of it, or the deck doesn't do much. Still playing the Saga. I might not make a construct next turn, but I get another piece of Graveyard Hate going. What's up, Freezy? How you doing? How you doing? Aye, that's quite strong. It's the Mind Goblin. So anyway, Soulless Jailer does not help against the card Living End per se, because that exiles cards from graveyard and then puts it on the battlefield, but it makes it so they can't cascade. Quite funny because it's a Graveyard Hate card, but not really in the way you would expect. Alright. Opponent needs to find 2 removal spells and then do the thing. But we're not doing much. We have an O4. Once again, they had no land. This deck's so funny, it just cycles so much, so you basically keep any hand. Sometimes you just don't find what you need. Alright, 10 turn clock, let's go. Force of Vigor time. I know what kind of card I'm gonna regenerate. But if they get rid of all my threats, they can just hardcast the 4/4 flying and kill me that way. It only costs 4 mana. Yeah, there we go. It's quite annoying. Exile the Cascade card, so I'm guessing they have another Cascade card in hand. But for now they can't do the thing, but they can have another Foundation Breaker too. Echo of Waves is so sick. 2 mana, sleight of hand plus put a 7/7 in your graveyard. Okay, that's my relic. I wanted to draw that actually, because now I can take away everything they've got and draw a card. Or just start nibbling away. Still in trouble if they just start hardcasting for flying cards. I just tried out the Karuga taking turns deck. Tell me more. I only know it as general Karuga Elemental Omnath value deck, and that deck is very, very strong. A friend of mine, who is actually becoming a pretty big streamer these days, his name's Respect the Cat MTG, his signature deck is Karuga Elementals, and it's so good. With all your leyline bindings and shit, you cast Karuga and you just draw, I don't know, 3-4 cards from your companion. Dude, what is this game? Everybody's just hating on the other person. Alright, there's a walker. We're walking. Any walkers in this chat room? Gonna use the bathroom. Ask Babao if we can pause. I don't know, can we? What is this pause? Do you have another force vigor? I'm guessing that's what's happening. If your opponent's pausing like this. No? Okay. Man, what's the saga would have been sick in this game? I was playing Lotus Breach. What is that? Last night at my modern LGS and I went 2-2, but Karuga Elementals was easily the easiest win of the night. Yeah, it's probably having a hard time against combo decks, since you can only play 3 drops and higher. But against creature decks like mine, it's got all of the answers and everything. Oh man, can we draw something at some point? Should we crack the relic? I feel like no. I mean, we just have this. Oh shit, this card's still legendary every time, dude. Not like it actually matters here, but every time. Yeah, that doesn't really matter. We might have 4 mana at some point if we keep it in hand, but we just have this walker ticking up, and if they eventually kill it, we get a bunch of Thopters to kill them with. Lotus Breach is a deck using Lotus Field and Twiddle and Tom Scour and Underworld Breach to mill the entire deck. I would just call that. Isn't that just Twiddle Storm? I don't know why, but the Breach in the name confused me. Oh my god. I feel like waiting is still the best thing to do here. Not attack for 2 with a walker. Karuga turns. Days Undoing, Savor the Moment, Time Warp. I wonder if they have any way to exile my walker, or if that's gonna be how this game, what this game is coming down to. At least turn, nice. Still gonna just cast it for 1. I wanna have this up in case they have, say, Force of Vigor. So, what is the reason to play this Karuga turn stack over, say, Karuga Elementals value shenanigans? But now we have a 1-1 that can actually attack. Still wanna up level my walker. What is this game here? It's so dumb. I could never play a deck where you are shut down by Graveyard Hate so badly. Honestly though, I've played some Dredge in Legacy, but it's so annoying. Is this now 4/4 flyer for 4? No, they're all kinda in the graveyard. Foundation Breaker, okay. That's a 2/2. What are you breaking? Okay. Yeah. that happens. Still have the relic. If we find the Nosylith and the Ravager or Zabaz, we can do some things. For now, we're not doing anything. There is my Zabaz, nice. It's more fun to play, nice. That is the technically correct answer. Still gonna pass. It's better to attack for 4, I guess. Well, they want this in the graveyard anyway. Okay, whatever. Okay, how does this go wrong from here on out? If they're living end, we exile all the graveyards and our board's gone, but we get Modular and some Thopters. So that's still okay. Can they somehow double living end? Not really, right? Sorry, I can't stay today. I got to head out of the house. We'll see you later. Yeah, sure. Thanks for tuning in. Always happy to see your guys' names in the chat room. I feel like playing the waiting game. It's good for us here. We could kill our Walker, but then if they're living end, it's basically a Wrath of God. So now we might want to just start attacking. We kinda do have a 2-turn clock then. Making people scoop up when you play the 4 extra turns. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna attack with a 5-5 now. This is the weirdest game. So I guess how we lose would be they have 6 lands and then sort of double living end us. Or they kill Relic with a Foundation Breaker and then we pop it and then in response they living end. So maybe we should, when they tap out, just crack it now and try to kill them. Like you can't hold your head above water with 1 relic forever. 4 mana. Courage of Mysteries. Told you they're gonna cast 4/4 flying. They're at 12. They're tapped out anyway, we kill them. There's always the potential of Force of Vigor. So you don't wanna really do too much. I feel like now if they block, we do the relic thing. What if we attack with all and they don't block the Walker? They would go to at least like 6, but we lose a creature. Just attack with the Walker, I think. Maybe with these 2. We could block the Ballista, but so be it. Okay. They go to 6, they go to 4. Could uptick it. Is that worth anything? They would go to 3. Could uptick it and the buzz onto it, but then we have no mana up. Yeah, let's just make them go to 4 and then exile the graveyard and kill them with Thopters. Do they have Force of Vigor or what is this pause? Always consider the best moment to use your free spares. Think they Force of Vigor me now? Okay, no, still no. Okay, they just wanna put it back in. Kinda makes sense. Okay, we got an Ozolith, that's pretty sick. Nice. They couldn't find a way out. I still don't like conceding, honestly. You're not dead on board, and there's always the chance I make a mistake and let you destroy my board or something. I mean, I appreciate that they conceded, but I think they shouldn't. Anyway, we're on the board 2-0 against Living End. That went better than last time. The U match 2. We are back on the draw versus I've played against Shuto Shotokan before. I just remember the username. I never make, I don't know, can we choke so easily? Not a dead. And maybe never will be. Okay, what's going on here? We have the main deck Gemstone on the draw, nice. Let's do this and then go Patchwork into maybe Scales Patchwork. Do I exile land? I kinda want 3 lands, but I kinda also want all of my spells. I'll just exile the forest. Okay, what are we up against? If the Patchworks are good, this could be really sick. Marsh Flats. What is Marsh Flats? Is it Scam? Plains, so Hammer or something? Yup. Esber Sentinel. There we go. Welding Jar. That is quite awesome. I'll drop this. And then next turn, I hope I find another land. Gonna be mad I put one away. Because this only triggers once a turn. I could drop Scales Patchwork Jar. Grow my patches quite a lot, quite considerably. Oh, Black-White Humans. I love this matchup. Generally love playing against creature decks. Best draw in the deck, I would say. And this turn we give them 1 card, but we drop most of our cards. We could pay the 1, but I think we just want to play second Patchwork into Welding Jar. Wow, it only asked once. They fixed that bug finally. Okay. Who's got the better champion of the parish going? So Esper Sentinel only triggers once per turn, which means this was nice because I played 2 things and gave them 1 card. And Woods of Saga was such a sick draw here, honestly. So, wait, where was the... There we go. I want to look at this. Time Warp, savor the moment, skip the untap step of that turn. Oh, because you have Fires of Invention. That looks quite fun. But I'm not seeing any Solitudes. It's basically just a blue-red deck. You have Furies. Chandra Hope's Beacon. Okay, that looks hella fun. Probably not as competitive as the other Karuga deck, but looks hella fun. Jaren corrupted bishop. Oh my god, that's a lot of text. When it enters or another non-token human dies, you lose a life and create a 1/1 token. At the beginning of your end step, if you have exactly 13 life, you can pay 6 mana and transform Jaren. New cards have so much text. Alright, so you get a 3/3, a 2/3, a 1/1. Yo, what a cool human token. Wait, are you seriously? I think I wanna just block and regenerate. Do they have any way to put humans in play instant speed? It's fucked by scam and the aggressive decks. Yeah. Okay, they get another thing because a non-token died, but what are they gonna do with all these 1/1s? Jump block me, I guess. Inkmoth Nexus. I think I just wanna cast a artifact spell this turn instead of making a token. They have 5 power on the field, so they could kill one of my patches, but they would lose basically everything. Looks like they're pretty much dying over there, but I don't know what to expect from black-white humans today, or these days. This loses your life. If you have exactly 13 life, you can pay 6 mana. So I bet that barely ever comes up. You can give lifelink to a human. Champion of the Parish. Thalia's Lieutenant. Pretty good here, but okay. You're gonna attack me? Okay, nice. Forest. Any way to kill the opponent straight up? Not really. Since we can't even... With an Ozolith and a Zabas, we could kill them, but for now we just make another thing. And probably grab... We could grab Zabas, because it threatens making lots of flying threats. Could maybe kill the 5/5 by blocking with a 3/3 and a 3/4. I still think we are basically winning all these exchanges. Good luck with the league. I need to prepare for work. Alright, you do night shifts or something. Wish you a good night, my friend. Thanks for tuning in today. Dude, Modern is so much fun when you don't play against creativity every single match. Like last Friday. Out of the first 7 matches, we matched more creativity than not creativity. It was so dumb. Adeline Resplendent Cathar. So the power is equal to the number of creatures you control, and whenever you attack, for each opponent, you get a 1/1 that's attacking that player. Sure thing, buddy. You're gonna attack? I mean, it's quite cool, honestly, everything that's going on there, but I don't see it beating us ever. Opponents at 9. We could make 5 flying creatures. And then modular onto them, they would be almost dead. I think we just threaten lethal this way. Not gonna do it though. Because they could have like Solitude, I guess. I don't know. This is quite insane. Like, we drew 6 lands, opponent drew 3, so they had a lot more spells than us. We're still sort of dominating the board. Okay, so they're not blocking this. I could modular onto it, and they go to 1, and then this dies and they're dead. I would lose to Solitude that way, because then I don't have the thing anymore where I can destroy things. So I'll just let it go. Totally possible they have Solitude in hand and another white card. And they go to 3 anyway. We could make a bunch of Thopters now, while they're tapped out. Like, these decks don't have any way to interact with that, right? Okay, so what we do is we destroy the Walker with this, but we hold priority. We also destroy that. And, okay, looks like it doesn't matter, but I would have also killed the Zabaz modular onto the Walker, and then it dies with 8 counters on it, and we get 8 Thopters. Anyway, this is the kind of matchup that I want to see. Black-white humans. Might want to play the safekeepings for Solitudes and the Dismembers. Possibly. I don't think I could imagine a matchup I'd rather fight. Well, almost no one ever plays the black-white variant. Like, the Dismembers are usually against cards like Meddling Major, stuff that shuts you down. 2020. MTGO top 8. Yeah, it's a very rarely seen deck. I don't even know if we want to do much. We could play the safekeepings instead of the Jars because they probably have some exile-based effects. The Jars were sick. The Jar was sick here though. It pumped up the 2 patchworks and then regenerated a thing. It got Force of Vigor. They could have like Ether Virus, but I don't think that's worth it. We could Needle it. It's generally not a matchup where we need to sideboard a lot. So we take out the Phyrexia's Core for the K1s. And we really don't need to do much here. On the draw, maybe take out the Patchwork. Another Gemstone draw. What's a Saga? 5 lands, but I'm a believer. Patchwork looking pretty bad in this hand, but still nice to drop it on turn 1 and then maybe go scales into another spell again. Stone Caverns has its field day today. Wow, no turn 1 play. I was just gonna say what I'm scared of most is the opponent sort of running us over aggro wise. It's like that's not happening for now. I'm playing my 2 mana 1/1 pseudo hexproof. What do you have, opponent? It's at least a card that powers up our constructs. Ooh, Dark Confident. Yes. Let's go. Greatness at any cost. Arcbound Ravager. Amazing draw. Opponent has a life loss deck. Honestly, Arcbound Ravager. I didn't play out an Inkmoth Nexus. I should have done that. This is awkward then. But actually next turn we lose the Saga. Yeah, definitely should have played Inkmoth Nexus. Because next turn we would already be threatening a kill with Ravager, Scales, Inkmoth, and the Saga popping off for either Sabaz or Ozolith. But we're still... Maybe we don't want to do something hasty anyway because of Solitudes. White decks can always have it. Champion of the Parish. Copper Coat Vanguard. Each other human gets +1/+0 and has Ward 1. That's sick. Grizzly Bears have come a long way in Magic. The MTGO ring. And the Confidant is coming in, offering the trade. Actually, kind of a tough choice right now. I'm gonna take it. We're playing the aggro game against the Dark Confidant now. They draw more cards, but they lose more life. Maybe. And we keep our Ravager around, one of our best cards in the whole deck. Saga is a good draw too. But we're not casting any artifact spells. Yeah, I think I wouldn't go for an Inkmoth kill here because they can have Solitude. I'm gonna pass for now. I don't want to trade with this 1-drop, even though it grows. With our engine going, and I mean, they could have prismatic endings, or and they're also drawing extra cards, so we don't want to wait too long. Let's see. Oh, I clicked that away. They have an Esper Sentinel in hand. I don't know why I clicked that away, but they're probably gonna play it out. Is that a human? I'm actually not sure. It's an artifact creature. Can artifact creatures be human? Yes, they probably can, right? Not sure if I should have played what's a Saga this turn. Adeline. Yawgmoth. Oh my god. I cannot get away from the Yawgmoth. Yeah. At least they don't have undying creatures. Whoa, protection from humans, and then in the human deck, but he's also human. Opponent's playing Life Lost Tribal. So we could definitely go for a kill with Inkmoth Nexus, but then again, not really because of the Yawgmoth. Can just kill it when we try to modula onto it. Didn't expect the Yawgmoth. Let's see how this plays out. What happens if I attack with Inkmoth Nexus? I guess they just take one, in fact. I'm gonna attack with the 5/5s. See what they do. I think that's quite a lot of damage coming through. Patrick seems actually amazing. Maybe I should not have taken out the 4th. But what else is bad? Nothing's bad in this matchup. Maybe actually Tamiyo's protection is overkill. Yawgmoth good in your generic human stack. I guess it's sick with that thing that we saw that makes the tokens. There's Adeline, the Resplendent Cathar, and then there's that other 3-drop with the transform thingy. They're really bad with names. Alright, so they can, I guess, maybe sacrifice this. I don't know what they're doing here. Or sacrifice something else to put a -1 counter on the construct. But then I just animate Nexus and it lives. Okay, that's... I could deny the card draw, but I would have to sacrifice my Ravager, which is probably not worth it. I go to 6. If I want, I can just try to make a huge hanger back. Marsh Flats. Another life loss card. You're at 6. You need some lifelink or your stuff stops doing something. Here's that Esper Sentinel we know about. And Thalia's Lieutenant. None of that beats flying creatures though. Another one. Gonna attack me. With the Dark Confidant. I'm gonna just take that. We're gonna have to do some things since they have a pretty big board now. We can uptick the Walker now. Threaten something there. Also we get more Sagas constructs. Oh, I guess you can draw a card. Pay forward to prevent this, that's quite sick. So Baz is amazing. I think we kill them with Thopter again. Opponent activates Yawgmoth onto Ravager. We're gonna eat something. But if I eat the Patchwork, plan to put everything onto the Walker. Opponent can sacrifice up to, well, whenever they sacrifice something, they lose life. We're doing a stack. We are definitely doing a stack. I hope they don't have Solitude, that would quite suck. They had 3. I will keep doing this. They lose board presence way more than I will, and life too. This is amazing. Possible we get got by Solitude in the end. Okay, yes. Dude, no one ever lets me do the thing. But I wanted to put everything on Walker and then sacrifice it. It would have been so many 1-1s. 2-0, 2-0. Let's go. Finally hitting fun matchups again. Be back round 3. Alright, we won the die roll again. Nice. Against Darth Kitchi. The cute little kitty. Cleopatra, what is that? The Amon Kitty. Okay, this is one of the hands ever. I'm going to have to mulligan that. As much of a believer in keeping hands I am. Ah, god dang it. I guess we keep that and hope to find green source. I'm just gonna believe that I find a green source by turn 3 and everything's gonna be fine. Okay, what is Cleopatra the Amon Kitty? What the hell? Are they making fun of Amon Cat? Swamp Go. No Thoughtseize, no Inquisition. Okay, that's almost a green source. It can be one if we really want to. What does Swamp Go mean? Probably the Swamp Tribal deck. Coffers, if I were to guess. The drawing Urza Saga every single time feels so good in this deck. I still think it's one of the, if not the best, Urza Saga deck. Since both making constructs and getting a 1-drop is just so sick. Yeah, probably mono black something. Okay, what is the best course of action? Just make a thing or play out 2 things? They are way better when we get the scales down, so I'm gonna go with the construct plan for now. Since we're not getting Thoughtseized, playing Hardened Scales into our creatures next turn would be really strong. We would have to do the Springleaf Drum, of course, but that works for me. No plays first 2 turns, and now maybe Fatal Push a 1-1. Okay, Field of Ruin is annoying. We don't get our Springleaf Drum. Or we got a thing. Actually, we also get green mana this way, so this doesn't do anything really. I would have gotten Springleaf Drum and not made a construct anyway. This fail push. Blood Chief's Thirst. That's quite good against our deck, since everything has mana value 2 or less. I used to experiment with that 3 mana modular card that can tutor constructs. Oh, we draw another. This deck plays 8 Fields of Ruin, but yeah, this works out. We kinda didn't lose anything. Now we make 5-5. Opponent said you're welcome for the green source. Awesome. It would be better if we had red mana, because next turn they can go Wrath of God, but I'm still gonna play out these things, I guess. Attack for 4. If I had a land that makes red. Actually, maybe I should have just saved Zabaz in my hand. Probably Damnation now, and I'm kinda sad. If it's not, I am not going to be sad. Maybe not, because they're not slamming it. Fatal Push, the ward card. Well, that's nice. Ward card is so good in some matchups. Finally running into those. And now we got lots of Walker action for being safe from Damnations. Why are names always so hard for me? I don't get it. Like I said it 2 or 3 times already, and now I'm blanking again. Okay, and Saga's pretty good against this deck. Ballista is great too. Get another, what's the saga? Whatever, am I right? Might be make construct plus uptick walker time. I do that right now because, I mean, it doesn't matter in the middle of combat, but if they want to kill it on their turn with a sorcery, they actually, with a, I guess, card that they don't have right now for 1 mana. I guess, does it make sense? Like, okay, they're using the thing where they have to exile a card. That's quite good for us. March of Wretched Sorrow. And they exiled Night's Whisper. Get some Thopters. Like, if I wait on their turn, they can cast it for mana instead of exiling, so already got some value there by doing it on my turn. They have Coffers now, that's 6 mana. Without Urborg, it's kinda slow. Now it's basically like an Ancient Tomb. If they slam the Great Creator and the Bridge, I have a problem because I put 3 Ballistas onto the bottom of my deck. But I'm gonna shuffle anyway. For now they can't do that though with 6 mana. Do people still play the Suspend Tutor and Expedition map to find their combo pieces, or is it just straight up black control where it plays Coffers to improve the mana base? Engineered Explosives cast with 0 colors in the main deck. Insane. Karn the Great Creator. I fucking hate this card. Why must you exist? But it doesn't even shut off your artifacts. I'm kind of angry that Wizards stopped making symmetrical effects. Cards are so pushed these days. So, they have 1 card. Can we kill the opponent? Like, if they get Bridge into their hand, we might have to try to kill them. 3 Ballistas, actually 4 Ballistas in the deck. Are they targeting anything? No. So we want to kill the Karn if possible, so they can't tutor anything next turn. But that could be hard, since they can kill all our 0 drops now. Tracking it now? Sure. Each non-land permanent that costs 0, so my tokens. I don't know why you do that now, but I guess that I can't tutor Welding Char. I can get second Zabaz with Urza's Saga, which puts... which dies and puts 1, 2, 3, 4 counters onto this one. So we can kill the Karn. Two replacement effects. I got a 6/6. Now we hope they don't have land drop and second Karn the Great Creator and get Ensnaring Bridge. That would be annoying. Guess we make another construct. Alright, we're back. That's a lot of mana. Last card is the concede button. Nice. Today we are just, I gotta say it, we're just getting lucky. The opponent's not quite finding whatever they need. Definitely a matchup for the Phyrexia's core, so I'll dump. We do want the K1s. It's like Tron kinda. You just wanna be fast. I will dump Grove, I guess. I think we want the forces to have answers to Ensnaring Bridge. Welding Jar is good, we can dump some of the slower cards. Patchwork is good in the matchup, but I don't want all of them, I think. Safekeeping can make it so we could save a land like a Urza Saga from field. Is that worth anything? We would still get our basic then. Question is it better than anything else? Maybe we do want the green count high for the forces, but we also can just hardcast that. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to sideboard against this deck. You don't have... But it's an okay matchup as long as they don't get the Karen Bridge lock going. 2 forces of Vigor, no creatures. Not really what I want, but I'll keep it with Scales, Stirrings, Ozolith. We find something. Alright, let's see if they Thoughtseize us. But you can Thoughtseize whatever you like here, I think. Like, no. Okay. I'll play out Karpluzan for now. Next turn, if we don't find land, I'll have to play the Boseiju anyway, and we still only lost 1 life point. Wow, what an awkward draw, but not the worst ever. Your end step. Okay. Guess I'm gonna lose another point of life here. I don't want to just play Ravager into having no creatures. I guess I'll take land. If they wanna field that, it's fine with me. Explosives on 1 is pretty bad for us here. That sucks. That sucks. But what you're gonna do, right? No window to force that. I was getting excited about potentially doing a Ravager kill with Inkmoth. Maybe we still get there somehow. Anything we play here just dies, doesn't it? Like this is a control deck, it's gonna be full of removal cards, fail push and shit. There's the Coffers. That is 4 mana for tapping 3 lands. So basically right now it's another Ancient Tomb situation, but with Urborg every land basically from now on counts for 2 mana. Looks like people just play these lands for value and play mono black control or something. March of Wretched Sorrow X equals 1. I knew it. It's awkward because we got 2 for 1 with no creatures out, so that's always where Scales is bad. No engine, no creatures. Anything you play kinda gets killed. I think we play 1 Ravager. 2 Ravagers is bad against, well, 2 removal spells. Yeah, this way, if they kill it, we at least get to do the counter on Inkmoth, I guess. Well, that just dies to Field of Ruin. I don't know. It's really awkward right now. We need to draw very, very well. They got a ton of mana. They play Karen, I guess. But we have at least the first. They just field me. So if I sacrifice it into the Ravager, this ability fizzles and no one gets a search. I think I want that. Do I want that? I think yes. Because it targets the land, and then if the target's gone, nothing happens when it resolves. Because now I can cast my forces, but they're not doing anything for now. I think this card's really weird. Is it good? No point really in tapping here. I don't know why I did that. Demolition Field is the same card, but it says you may search. Field of Ruin forces players to search, which is funny. You have to shuffle your deck, even if you don't want to. Alright, so we've traded off lots of stuff here. Not sure who's winning for now, but okay, that's a really good draw when now that they activated the two things. I'm gonna just not do anything. Playing Ravager into removal is so bad. They might Thoughtseize it, but another Field of Ruin. They play 8 of them, so it only makes sense. Happy with my 3 basics configuration. Can I get a Hangerback Walker, please, or something that does anything? Oh, ask and you shall receive. Oh, let's just play it with 2 counters, right? The more the merrier. I'm still salty about this engineered explosives. It even was in the main deck. Okay, we are in a situation where we can kill things like a bridge from, not bridge from below, ensnaring bridge when they Karn. So they have Damnation, now they kill Mythopters. Alright, we have 2 1/1s and they have nothing for now. But the Saga is a great draw. I think I don't wanna play into Damnation. I keep this Ravager to play out and do something with it. Do you have 4th field from 8? We've been drawing well. Every draw was pure guess, as they say. Invoke Despair. Since when does black get enchantment removal? So we sacrifice a creature and an enchantment and a planeswalker. If we can't, they lose 2 life and I draw a card. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. I lose Thopter and Notza Saga. And they draw a card and I lose 2 life. And they had a 4th field anyway. Oh my god. Really annoying to fight this matchup, honestly. I don't know if they play Damnation. That's a reason to not play Ravager here. But with Welding Chow we have some other stuff covered. I don't want to cast it, I don't know. Do they run Thoughtseizes? That's a reason not to. But at least then we keep out 2 forces. How is this game now? Alright, with Nexus drawn, I'll play out the Ravager. Mm-hmm. I wonder what's in the opponent's hand right now. Maybe some Damnations. They have so many fields. It's funny. This card is really good in the What's the Saga infested metagame. Do we want to start going in for Infect too? I guess yes. What are you gonna do, opponent? Yeah. I guess with the 2 fields out, attacking with Nexus doesn't really accomplish anything. Why would you have Relic against me? Maybe just nothing good in your deck. Wow, they've drawn 6 of their 8 fields. So now it's gonna be actual wasteland situation. I'll have 1 more basic, I hope I don't draw it. But most players run 2 basics. Okay. Now we do this again because I can make the thing fizzle if they do target Inkmoth. Which is good for me since I don't have more basics in the deck. Okay, what are you doing? 8 mana. It's scary. Field of Ruin. This is so funny. You wanted in response sacrifice another Field of Ruin? That's not a good idea. But please, go ahead. I could have tapped it for mana. Doesn't matter though. Maybe they wanna go Wasteland mode and then we can actually do the Wurzel Saga thing for once. I cannot play it here. I wanna bait them to kill my other lands. What is this game? This is the stupidest game. Why do I keep running into games like that? We're storing. Well done. They gotta do something at some point. I mean, I could eat this drum, but I guess I'll keep it around for now. They know about this one, what's Saga, so there's no reason not to play it. But it's gonna get fielded. Last Forest. Now I want them to field my Koa or Boseiju. What is in your hand? More field? This is so dumb. Night's Whisper goes to 5, draws 2. They need like a Damnation. Or another Invoke Despair to draw more cards. Nine mana. Karn. If they go bridge, pass, do we go for a kill? Might have to. Maybe not. Hard to say. But any instant speed interaction would sort of... I mean, they would need 2 removal spells. Like that 5, we could sacrifice these 2 things into the Ravager attack player. If they kill Ravager, they're still dead. If they kill Thopter, they're still dead. What are they getting though from the sideboard? 5 mana floating. I'm glad that that weird Mycosynth Lattice is no longer a thing. Cityscape Leveler. That is a card. When you cast a spell and whenever it attacks, destroy a non-land permanent. Its controller creates a tapped Power Stone token. Okay. On the bright side, Well, I can't regenerate, that's quite annoying. It has Unearth too. So I cannot really do anything about this. Which is bad for me. Now they have like Fatal Push or something. I'm out of anything. I think I'll play Force of Vigor in the opponent. Yeah. Beginning combat step next turn, so they can't unearth it that turn. Alright, now I got nothing. Power Stone. Walking Ballista. Opponent's at 5, but I can't activate my Ballista. Kinda got us locked down now, sort of. So... Oh shit. Maybe this is for the better, since I can maybe kill 2 things with my force. We are kind of dead though, since this is unearthed and shit. Feel like conceding this one. Okay. Yeah, like... We can't get rid of this card and our deck doesn't do anything with it out. Let's just concede this one. I mean, maybe 3 forces is too many. It's really only good against the current situation where you might get locked down with an ensnaring bridge. On the play, maybe we can just pressure them with patchworks too. I don't know. Maybe Ozolith's good since it doesn't die to... explosives on one. Kind of hard to sideboard. It also seems like a good patchwork matchup. If you get them big, I mean, they have a lot of mana, so they can still kill it. But not in the early game. Could be good pressure. Using Needle doesn't do much. Current static is just so annoying. I just played like that. Tough choices. But we won the die roll, it says. We got our force and some other stuff. I'm gonna keep it. We don't have any insane stuff, but in the matchup we had so many 1-for-1 trades, keeping 7's pretty sick. And I'm still not sure if they play any discard spells, but then you don't want to mulligan to any specific cards. Let's play Stirrings just in case we find an Ozolith. And I guess it's a Saga. Let's see if they can field it. 8 fields. 8 field tribal. Yeah, they have Urborg as one of your best cards. Especially if you also have Coffers. Ozolith is sick. Now, hopefully we don't get explosived again, but you know. Alright, we actually do get to make a construct, but it's possible they kill with a saga. Doesn't matter much though. They could also just go explosive Sun 1 here. Swamp, no field. No explosives too. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Another Inky. Yeah, let's play the Saga game for now. So Bars to add some more bot presence. They're not making any moves. Attack for 8. What's in your hand, opponent? Here comes the removal cards. No? Goes to 11. Careful. You like Damnation, you get a big Ballista. Okay, you have 5 mana. There is the Damnation. What if we draw Hardened Scales? Not really much it does, right? So we do make a 5/5 Ballista. Second Ozolith is pretty sad draw. We could also go for Inkmoth thing. They don't have a field for now. But they're at 11, so I think going after life total is better. You got a push? Or that weird exile card again. Yeah, there we go. March of Wretched Sorrow. Do we ping or do we save our counters? I think it's pinging. Maybe not. No, let's do the Ozolith thing. Since it's possible we wanna do an Inkmoth thing. Yeah, I'd like possibly 8, in fact. Still think we are kinda not winning this for now because... Okay, crit creator again. Okay, we do have a Force of Vigor, but so that's a thing. Okay, this becomes a 7/7. We can kill it though, that's quite annoying. Ugh, so annoying. So with that outcome, it would have been better to ping with Ballista, they'd be 4 life down, since they would also not have gained anything there. And they'll do this. Hopefully they don't like go Bridge and Thoughtseize. Khan is so good against our deck. If they also have 3 removal cards into Khan, that can be quite devastating. Also live with 6 counters gone, I miss you. Okay, Damnation again. Ah. Karn. So soon they can get the leveler again. It's really good. It's a friggin' 8/8. Man, both my Ozoliths are dead. Don't have any more. 1, 2, 5. They have 7 mana. With Coffers and Dorborg, every land besides the first 3, it's 2 mana. Alright, what you get in? What you wishing for? The level again. You only have 7 mana, I'm pretty sure. But next turn, I guess. So level 9 hand plus 2 unknown cards. We can still get this, but it's gonna be hard. Got more removal. Ah, you're so annoying, opponent. This game's still like winnable, but I do they have land? Cast their 8th drop. This bridge now. We have that sort of covered. Kami's so good, so much card advantage and slowing me down and being annoying. You need explosives. Yup. But Karni's at 1 at least. They do have land. Ugh. Quite the game. At least there's lots of back and forth in this matchup. The only really annoying thing is that there's one card which is just like such a big blow in the, you know, Cityscape Leveler. When you cast this spell and when it attacks. Yeah, I guess they didn't want to do ETB. Because then it also on the Unearth. Targets the Walker. Interesting. So I don't get Thopters when they do the explosives thing. Anyway, we deal 13 this turn. Probably not. We give them credit for another... The last card is Fatal Push. They just slam another card, I'm gonna be so mad. Oh, I could have used my... No, I could not have used my Power Stone. Could just play my Hardened Scales, it doesn't do too much here. But they can field me and then do the Engineered Explosives. Now they can attack with the Leveler, kill my Zabaz. It's quite annoying. This only kills known lands, so maybe we wanna go on the Inkmoth plan now. Maybe it's the only plan we have left. Please. Mm-hmm. Could have made another construct, but it just dies to the explosive threat. Oh, it's gonna time out, maybe. Now we just have to fade them ever drawing one of their 7 other fields. And we still don't kill them very fast. And they have an 8-8. Okay. We kinda have to kill this. I think we can win if they never find another field, but that's so unlikely. Man, I should have killed it when they cracked the relic. I totally missed that. Now they can unearth it and deal me another 8. That sucks because that kinda means we now die to the unearth. I think I could have won. We can block, I guess, but not very well. So that's kind of on me. Like when you kill it, in response to the relic activation, it goes to the exile zone. Okay, we can block with a 2-3 and go to 1. But any removal spell... Well, any removal spell means we don't win with our Inkmoth Nexus anyway. Ha! No target for your thing. They have 4 cards, so... Like, what are the odds? Oh wait, this is the ability. Still can't target anything. Dead to any card. They have 4 cards. Looks like we go to 1. Another Invoke Despair is GG. Castle Lock Thwain. Leveler exiled. Okay. Looks like we technically have a 2-turn clock. But what could be in the opponent's hand? If they have only swamps, we win. Otherwise... Otherwise they win. Come on! Cozy leg. It doesn't do it, does it? But it draws 4. They just need like a field, a Karn, I don't know. A Karn Bridge does maybe not do it. Opponent says GG's. Okay. If I just exile the thing, we might live. But we are still not beating this probably. Yeah, like look, they just now have so much interaction. Fatal Push kills. And Inkmoth, second Invoke Despair, still deals us probably enough damage to lose. But it was a huge mistake not to do the thing. Close match, let's go. And on to match 4. Okay, that was quite the match. Navigating through all of the fields of ruin. Now we are on the play against Evaros. We got... Okay. Yeah, that's pretty sick actually, wow. No companion, so no idea what we're playing against, but... I honestly freaking hate this borderless Boseiju because whenever I look at my hand, it looks like it's not a land, and I'm like, oh no, I one lander, but then I see the Boseiju and I'm like, cool. Sadly, it's the cheapest version around, and I think I got it from a treasure chest or something. I always just want all my cards to be the original version, because those are the real versions to me. And I'm not a fan of all of the edgy, weird variants of cards around these days. But anyway, this is a sick draw. Let's see what they do, but we could drop Patchwork into Welding Char. And have like an awesome board. Hallowed Fountain Sigardus 8. Okay, I was like, I'm gonna get my Hardened Scales Prismatic Ending, but we're playing against Hammer and not against the control deck. And they didn't have a creature turn 1, so for now we are kind of safe. This is Ward 2, so they can also not kill it for now. We're gonna be aggro, but let's see if it's good enough. They play a flying creature in the Hammer. That's pretty scary. Maybe just Stoneforge now. Okay. Yeah, it's a race, an arms race. I like this matchup, by the way. Today we are hitting the ones I really like playing. Also, like the mono black deck is probably sort of a 50-50 matchup. you're good against removal, but you're not that great against Damnations and Karns. And then all of their late game shenanigans when your board is empty kill you. And the other matchups we played today are pretty good. Humans, I almost never lose. I lost it once. First match was... What was the first match again? I don't remember. How is my memory so bad? Anyway, we're gonna make a 5-5 and a 3-3 and a Welding Char. Possibly even threaten Inkmoth lethal with Ravager the turn after. If we can we, is there any way we die? I don't think so. We can at least block. They can get a Shadow Spear, which doesn't do much if we try to kill them with Nexus. We probably don't have quite enough. Actually, we do. Ravager has 2 counters and we have 3 artifacts. If they all survive, so it gets to 8. Animate Nexus move 9 counters. So if they like tap out, does Hammer play Solitudes? I mean, you play white, so you play Solitude, right? Maybe not. Well. Blue-white variant. Some spell pierces, okay. This deck's really sad to have lost Lurus of the Dream then. Actually compatible. Except if you bought in Urva. I guess I'm not playing around the Solitude here. You can play equipment spells with Flash. So if we don't block... Oh, okay. I was gonna say if we don't block, we lose to 2 hammers. Alright. Anyway, we shouldn't go for the kill. What could they play? Mana Tithe, no. Surge of Salvation. Any interaction in these decks, main decks? I feel like we should just go for the kill, right? I mean, they don't... Oh, they have an Inkmoth though. So we could attack with our Inkmoth and only do the thing if they decide to block. Which they kinda have to. And then we can drop a second Scales too. Or like if they don't block our Inkmoth with theirs. But if they do, they can flash in the hammer onto the Inkmoth. And it becomes an 11-11. And then we can't block it. So maybe we don't want to do that anyway. Huh. Kinda rough situation actually, with opponent also having Inkmoth. We attack with everything and they block Inkmoth. Can we kill them with damage? I guess we could. What if they block with Stoneforge here? This has 5 and we can add 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. We can also attack the Inkmoth. Yeah, okay. So whatever they don't block, we kill them with. Could also drop second Scales and only attack with the 2 Patchworks. Nah, let's just try to win. I think their only play is Animate Nexus, Flash in Hammer. And even if this card goes unblocked, they're dead. There's no lifelink, right? Thanks, chat. mean, there's potential Shadow Spear flash in, but then they don't flash in the hammer. And still only have 2 blockers. Like, whatever they block, we can sacrifice. Or will sacrifice. I think this was one of the die roll games. It's not over, but I think we won. Is there any way they could have a Path to Exile in their hand? I guess I'm okay with losing to that because I'm not seeing it in any of the lists online. Ravager is one of the cards that I love. One of the cards that exist. You dead? Nice, we did it. Did it all by myself. This is why I do love these types of matchups. Same as with humans, they just don't run any interaction. And you can just do your thing. Well, we have a lot. We're really hateful towards this matchup, even though it's not actually directed towards this matchup. Is safekeeping even any good? I guess we can play it over the welding chars and have a higher green count. They do in the sideboard run some shit like March. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. I'm not gonna do that anyway. Not planning on doing that. Path. Yeah, I guess they don't have much against us, really. I think I dump all the patchworks again. We won with patchwork here, but like a ballista would have been even better. And now, especially since we have 5 pieces of interaction, we're sort of trying to do our thing and stop them from doing theirs, maybe. We'll see. That's a good idea. Okay. Awkward draw. But we have kind of 2 removal spells. I'm just gonna keep this. I mean, it might be a terrible idea. But I am a believer in keeping borderline hands and drawing into whatever you need. Playing the game as it was meant to be played. Flooded Strand passes. No turn 1 play, what's happening? Alright. Yeah, let's drop a drum. We have no creatures, but let's just drop it. Who's the Ornithopter deck now? Still the opponent. Hallowed Fountain. Let's see if we run into any spell pierces. Urza's Saga. Stoneforge Mystic. We might actually just kill the opponent's stuff now. And one time I had the honor to kill an opponent with the Saga plus Springleaf Drum, which were the only mana sources. That felt so disgusting. I watch again in. If they get the Kaldra, we could actually kill the token, but it's probably better to kill the Stoneforge. Like, they're never gonna cast it, right? They could have second Stoneforge. But if we kill the token, they can equip it with... What's the white card called where you can equip stuff? Some forge dude. Names are impossible, like really. You cannot do it. Got a hammer, okay. Now we slow roll the dismember. Any creatures? Okay. Inkmoth Nexus. Well, this drum's not looking amazing. Do we wanna just kill the Urz Saga? I don't think they're gonna make a construct anyway next turn. So I'm gonna wait on Bosecho. Maybe we find the Sabaz and can save some mana there. Okay, no Sabaz. I have enough lands. Let's get a Walker. Awkward game. Maybe we should not be playing Tamiyo's Safekeeping, but it can also just be a way to cast Force of Vigor. Inky Boy. Spring Leaf Drum. Let's see if they're gonna pass. I was kinda expecting them to play spells. Okay, actually wanna make a construct, huh? Can I find my force? Maybe they wanna just put in an equipment. Maybe they have the Kaldra in hand now. That would be actually pretty annoying. Actually just makes a construct. Interesting. If we do the Boseiju thing, we might die to hammer. Yeah, whatever. We might die to hammer if they can equip it. Opponent's got a good read here that making constructs is a good idea. Now they're not making one though, so could be worse. Now if we draw Force of Vigor, we can just hardcast it and kill two things. Given we survive. Like, they could have Sigada's Aid, Hammer, and the protection spell. It's a land too though. It's one of those weird games where everybody plays around sideboard cards and shit. Oh, they do make another construct. Okay, I thought that was a bit. Or, man, speaking is hard. I thought the ability was already resolving, and they were already picking, but no. They actually get full value Urza Saga. Yeah, we got nothing going on, so that was a good idea, I guess. Pithing Needle, okay. Interesting. What are you needling? My Walker? Inkmoth Nexus, okay. Another Urza Saga. Now you're talking. In the hammer, just cast to make your construct bigger. Guess we can dismember a construct. I wanna do at least something. You can't do the Inkmoth Nexus thing. Search of Salvation. You and permanents you control gain hexproof. That card is amazing. Wow, the card is so good. Just protect everything. Alright, still got not much going on. My mixed Metamiyo safekeeping looked pretty bad. Only target permanent gains hexproof and indestructible. I mean, indestructible is an upside against board wipes, but giving everything hexproof and yourself is amazing. Also, prevent all damage that black or red sources would deal to creatures you control. For some reason. It's kind of weird card design. Like, it's a color hoser, but also not. Another one. Yeah. Got no responses to that. They probably got us this game. Any way to steal it? Ravager, we don't even have a scales effect going. I mean, maybe this keep was just not good enough, but I'm a believer. I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. If we draw running Force of Vigors, we could do it. What are you waiting on? What happens? This is another contender in the list of best Saga decks in the format. Ancient Stirrings. That means we are not hard casting Force of Vigor. We're not casting one at all, so we're probably dead. I mean, maybe we can survive another turn and try to tease something out. But I think we are going to game 3. Four constructs. It's a lot of constructs. Yeah, they played this well. Shadow Spear is pretty much already GG. Nice, Pure Steel too. There we go. Pure Steel Paladin is his name. He's not a... He's a Paladin for some reason. 18-18 becomes a 19-19 trample. We can concede here. Ah, that was quite the beating. Sometimes in life you gotta enjoy a nice beating. Maybe these safekeepings are not actually good. I don't even know what else to play. Needle does something. Patchwork is like fine. But we do. It's good for the green count, I guess. Whatever. Any Super Mario Land enjoyers in this chat room / comment section? Or maybe general Game Boy fans? That was my childhood. Oh my god. Okay, we have a force, but no green card. 2 lands, 3 ballistas. Keep, hope to draw into it well. It's not good, but Force of Vigor in an early turn could be so sick. This is not a good keep though. Mulligans to 6. Alright. So this was the choice of keep the hand and hope to get lucky and draw out of it, or hope to get a better 6. Which might be higher likelihood. Let's just find a land and the green card, and then we can make constructs. See, Chrome Coast, Spring Leaf Drum. Do people not play Ornithopter anymore? Okay, I got my thing. Maybe we just find another green producing land. Or we could even Spring Leaf Drum off of Saga on turn 3. Ramp us that way. On turn 4, I guess. Third with the Saga turn, the one number that counts. Oh, there's the Saga. Imagine if we had a green source here. We could have killed these 2 things before they ever make mana. A green card, I mean. Was still devastating here. I love that they brought Stoneforge back into Modern. Kaldra complete, enter the revealed card zone. Might have Hammer in hand, because I think Kaldra is not the best card in this matchup. Walker. Okay. I think they don't want to block this. Yeah. Now we could destroy the bars and also give up on Ballista to kill this, but that's not worth it. I'm just gonna make a 3/3. Sad we can't kill this before it starts making things. Let's see if they cast stuff now or... Kaldra complete is indestructible, so we can't Force of Vigor that when it's out. But we might beat a 5-5, just naturally, speed-wise. Alright. We're going on the 5-5 plan. Yeah, forts would have been a lot better a turn earlier, but it's still gonna be good, I guess. And we could also just try to raise this, but when they drop a hammer, it'll be too scary to handle. So I think we gotta get drum, and anyway, we beat them to death with an Ozolith Ravager. Now you're talking. So we could just tutor an Ozolith. Cast Ravager. Animate Nexus. But 17's quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can actually do it if they don't have a removal spell. Do we want to just say you don't have a Path to Exile in hand? Or a March? Or do we play the long game? Rough choice. They have this mana open, but it could just be that Hexproof card, which we're kind of beating. I think I'm gonna go for it. If they have Path to Exile, we lose. If not, we win. Or that March card. Yeah, I think we're on the all-in plan. We just lose to a removal spell and that's that. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's what I'm doing. Alright. You got something for me? No? We beat the Hexproof card just by pinging again. Alright, this is the step. Do you have something? No. Down to 4. Ping face. Nice! Alright. Yeah, that was scary. Any Path to Exile means we are dead. That would have been the green card one turn away. And we are 3-1, nice. Finally getting good matchups again. See you round 5. Gamers, welcome back. We are in match 5 on the draw versus Charo. Interesting hand because we have the scales, but also the 2 Urza Sagas. I'm gonna keep this though, it's like Gemstone, Cavans, 2 Urza Sagas. And I think I'll just exile the Char. I mean, it does add to the constructs' power. But I might need my land since the Sagas do go away. Alright. Second time we hit the main deck, Gemstone Cavans. And it's the 2 times we were on the draw this league, that's funny. Let's see what we're playing against here. Dude, it's so warm. Let's turn on my biggest fan. It's 11. So middle of the night. Wooded Foothills, huh? Ah, Wooded Foothills never means anything good these days in Modern, which is funny. High likelihood it's Indomitable Creativity. Didn't fetch Steam Vents and play Spell Pierce at least. Jetmir's Garden. That must mean creativity, right? It could be a domain aggro deck, but that would have Gigantha usually. Yeah, this is Ren and 6 now. It's awkward because, well, we can make a construct and step, I guess, and not get Ren and 6 pinged. In this matchup, you just gotta... They can turn 4 make an Archon of Cruelty. And we gotta be like, okay, how do we beat that? Maybe we can make big enough things. Wow, okay, we are on the all-in Urza's Saga plane. But for now I will drop my copper line, I think. And pass. Yeah, this draw is not great against a deck like this, since they have lots of removal and then make one, or even more, even multiple big big scaries. They could already do it the turn after this one. So let's say they do make one Archon in the next turn. We could have two constructs and maybe a Zabazard, which we can then sacrifice to the thing and pump up one of the constructs. With actually quite a lot of lot of counters. The question is, do we threaten to kill them so they have to block with their Archon? This is the Fable. Everyone's in love with these dirtly cards these days, and I cannot complain about that. And I have a 1-1. Not doing any crazy hardened scale stuff for now. But yeah, let's do the thing that we said we were gonna do. Better to play scales or drop another Saga, probably the Saga. So with the Shaman token out, they can make a treasure and then... the good thing is we can block the Shaman token so they can't creativity that. Such that they can't creativity us for 2 at least. It's still really scary to play against this deck. But... Archon in the graveyard, okay. This is a persist situation. Drawing 3 Urza Sagas is so good against some decks, but against this one actually not that good. It's so slow. Scalding Gitarren. Dwarven Mine. Sadly we don't have a Ballista out. Persist. Ah, that's quite good. I feel like we're really losing this game. Also had the bolt here, yeah. I don't think we are doing much here. Persist 2. We got our 4th Saga. Yeah, we can just see that we're not beating this. Dead. This hand was really good in some matchups, but not in this one. I'm cursed to never win this matchup. I played the Dismembers because it can kill their targets for the creativity. The safekeeping because they play a lot of removal. Can drop these, I guess. They're also good against removal though, so there are some hands where they're good, where we play like Scales, Patchwork, Welding Jar, more stuff, but what else would we take out? All of our creatures are pretty good. Yeah. Still think this is the way to go. And I was just having the best league ever, matchup-wise, hitting the ones I enjoy. But you cannot dodge this deck forever, it's the most played deck in Modern. If you go to the Goldfish page, creativity. And we are actually kinda, like, these are two good matchups, I would say. Murktide and Rhinos are beatable. Creativity is really bad for us. We actually beat Living End. Burn's a good matchup. Throne is okay. Omnath is scary because of Solitude. Anyway, let's try to win 2 here. Gonna be hard, but... Oh, this hand doesn't have much going on. But I'm gonna keep it. Opponent's deck is so full of removal that I don't wanna mulligan to a Hardened Scales and just get it prismatic endinged. That doesn't really win us the game either. Ah, water. Drink lots of water, guys, it's so warm. I am actually super lucky to live where I do live. This apartment is on the ground floor, which makes it significantly less hot than if you would live like on the roof floor or top floor or something. And outside of my window there's a little park with green things. And everyone knows green things cool down air. So the planet may be dying, but I'm not dying for now. Not yet. Alright. Do you have another Ren and Ziggs? Ren and Ziggs does just die, so that's pretty good. If you wanna kill something at least. Strike it rich, wow. This is actually more like the more aggressive creativity version, where you have persist and less interaction. Like those are usually, how do they usually look? There's sort of 2 builds. Well, I'm probably dead with the 1 persist, yeah, that looks like it. But that means you can already like turn 3. So I want to keep up my Dismember this time. Can you do you have spell pierce? Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. I hate this deck and everything about it. Can you do it turn 3 when you have a treasure? I guess not really. Like we got pierced. At least we have our dismember. Still, it might not get counted by this exact card, but maybe a second copy. And 1 with the Saga would have been good. 4 is not amazing, but 1 to get one of your things would be pretty sweet. What are we doing here? That took a while. Bet they're gonna ping. Okay. I thought they were gonna ping the buzz and then also kill my walker. Alright. So next turn they can make goblin. I bet they're gonna just let's put that here. If they wanna kill something, we can still kill the Ren in 6. But I'd love to keep my Zabaz. The league's going, still the same league. You see the record on the screen. We are having an amazing time today, matchup wise, until now. Now we've hit the one I really don't like playing against. We're gonna pass to have some Zabaz activations up in case something happens. But besides that, we had a good time. Lost a really close match to Mono Black Cabal Coffer control. And won against Hammer, Living End, and Humans. Which are all pretty okay matchups. Okay, so if they target the treasure with the creativity, we are gonna have sort of a bad time here. Oh, just flashing that back. So they're going for a big creativity next turn. We could make 5 Thopters if we wanted to. But the problem is the Archons and all their life gain. We could dismember this. We're still not really winning the game in that scenario. Saga is a little bit late, but not the worst thing ever. So they could play a land and creativity for 2. They can get another dwarf and target 2 treasures. Or target 1 treasure and 2 dwarfs. But they're at 11, so we gotta try to So, did I forget to bring in the over? I think I did. Well, if we win this, we bring in the over. Except if they do Emrakul shenanigans. Okay, it doesn't block. We can't really do more damage. But they go to 6. We make that. What do you think about Phyrexian Metamorph instead of over? I had one in the sideboard for a bit. It never came out, so I took it out again. But it's a bit rough, like you're probably gonna, in this situation, if I had a Metamorph, I'm gonna use my Dismember probably, and then maybe have to discard that card anyway, so it's like sort of hard to set up, I guess. But it also doesn't really beat Emrakul, because you might have only 6 permanents. Yeah, they can creativity targeting 3 things now. And then they go up to 11 life again. The life gain on the Archons is like the rudest thing in my opinion. We're probably not dealing 11 damage. I hate this matchup. Is the Metamorph relevant in any other matchups, or is it just... I think Over is probably better, if it's just as a replacement. Okay, they only go 2. They could add 1 treasure mana and target the other treasure. Skim. So you can, what, make your own Fury? Okay, do we beat 1 Archon? They go to 8. We could make 5 Thopters here if we wanted to. That doesn't really win us the game immediately. They have mana up too. So I guess in this case we just sack the mini walker. Creativity is such a stupid deck. Yeah, I hate it too. Some time ago I thought that requires some setup, but no land removal, land run. Yeah, it's just... because of the Dwarven Mines, it's just so dumb. You just play really efficient removal, and then you just play 1 4-mana card or 5-mana card that does your thing. It's the exact same deck as Rhinos. So like, there's no difference, in my opinion. That being said, we could still win this. Life gain is the most annoying thing. Like, it makes it even harder to race that whole thing. Why must there be a life gain on that? I think we don't really have attacks for now. But they have 5 cards in hand, like, for them doing the thing doesn't require them even to use any resources. It's the worst part. Now they can just do it again, most likely. Because they still have those treasures. I can regenerate the treasure, funnily enough. This time I'm aware of it. I'm gonna remember. The Yawgmoth player, you hate Rhinos more. For me, it's this deck. Rhinos are a bit more than creativity, but they're both hard. Because they both just run their insanely strong removal suites and shit. I don't know what's the best way to play against the Archon. For now I'm taking the damage and hoping to kill them. But the big deal is they have 7 cards in hand, so they might just, whenever I go for something, Leyline Binding. They probably have 4 Leyline Bindings in their hand, right? 3 Spell Pierces or something like that. I don't know, maybe I'm just really not playing this well, but I'm pretty sure there's not too much we can do at this point. So it's hoping they have nothing and kill them. Ren and 6, okay, that's basically nothing, but 6 more cards. Ren and 6 more cards in hand. Yeah, the problem, why I find this deck harder to beat is there is no cards that shut down creativity. Against the Cascade decks, you at least have your Jailers and your Chalices and shit. And it's fetching and step. Move in mine. Okay. Why now? What's the point? It's end step, you can't creativity. Wear and tear. Okay, I can regenerate my construct token. And then they get to play wear and tear too. I'm mad. 10. Anyway, we deal 10. Probably not really. If we draw Ravager, we could go for an Inkmoth thing. Or... okay, that's the Ravager. We probably... yeah, we have to go for a kill here because Archon attack plus Ren and 6 ping kills us anyway. So we play the Ravager. Probably just attack with everything. And then put counters on whatever they don't block, and it's probably not gonna be enough, but is there any way we can make it so we beat a single removal spell? They can have Leyline Binding or Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt could be beatable. With York on the board, need to do some... well, at least you can then kill the creativity targets. Yeah, so it makes kind of makes sense that you would like that more. This is kind of all I've got. Okay. I don't think we beat the removal spell. We can make it so we beat the lightning bolt, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. So do we go for a kill with Walker or with Nexus? Nexus, right? So then we beat lightning bolt by modularing that here. If they bolt, we in response do all of the Ravager things. That's 4, 5. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we can beat Lightning Bolt, but not Leyline Binding. Actually, Leyline Binding says non-land permanent, I think. So like we model it this way. We might have this. We don't beat 2 bolts. Actually, Leyline Binding Ravager now. Ravager in response to sacking Walker does it too. 3-1, not bad, nice. Yeah. We could have this game depending what they do. They have Leyline Binding. They can't kill the land. But now I sacrifice the Walker. And they gotta exile the Ravager now, and we still don't get it with this still on the stack. Ah, they got it. Yep, that means we're dead. That is the only timing that works here. Now we only get a 7-7. The stack's unbeatable. I've not won against it like ever, I think. I don't think we had a way to beat a ley line binding here. But let me know if you see a line. Because these Thopters now came into play after Ravager was gone. Okay, anyway, we got a 3-2. Which is the only thing I really want, since I'm not going down on money then. Let's see what's in the chest. Yeah, it's not bad. It's satisfying. 5 play points. Mask Calcify. What the fuck? Single combat. So 5 play points, you say. Alright. Yeah, cool league. Sadly, last match, not what I wanted to see. But that's okay. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.